it's Allure. If you didn't know, now you know. Welcome back. So today's video is going to be more of a how-to video. I had a few people request some information regarding my last video, which you can find here, on basically my thumbnails, how I edit. So this is just going to be like a quick run through kind of video on the basics, on how to get started. But yeah, so one, I film on my phone, my iPhone XR, but I also have a camera, Sony, that a flip screen kind of camera that I also have, but I wanted to have more flexibility, so I'm now recording on my camera. But I love filming on my phone more. Better quality, and it's easy to just transfer over, things like that, just by plugging it in. I record on my camera. I always make sure that my camera is on 1080 HP 60 FPS, and I believe that's what it's called. You can change your settings for your camera to record, or your video camera on your phone, by going to settings, camera, and then selecting the record video option. It'll give you options on how you want to record your video. I believe it starts at 780 and then ends at like 4K, but I record it in 1080 HD basically. I record in HD and not in 4K. I do want to remind you guys that the higher you film, so say if I was filming in 4K and I filmed a 20-minute video, that would take up more space on my computer once I go to transfer it to my computer to edit. Also, I want to point out the fact that you don't need a computer to edit, because as long as you have an iPhone, iMovie comes as an app pre-downloaded onto your phone. So you could record on your phone and then just go to your library, open up iMovie, go to your library, and then you'll be able to edit in iMovie there without having to transfer or anything like that. But because I'm transferring, it'll take up more space from my computer, which I struggle with a lot, but I gotta do what I gotta do right now. So I'm just working with it. Also, I really feel like you also need good light. So it doesn't have to be a ring light. I mean, like, you can just open your blinds, or face the direction opposite of the light, so you won't look like a cast or anything. But that's really all. Like, I really feel like you could have a successful career with your iPhone, especially how high-tech iPhones are these days. But yeah, let's get into some iMovie. Some basic iMovie tips. So I do want to say that on your phone, iMovie only has basic controls. You get more flexibility and options on when you're using your Mac. For iMovie, you get a lot more transitions and things like that. So that's another reason why I like recording on my phone, but editing on my computer. And I already have some of this started, so the video won't be so long and boring. We're just here to get to the point. When I was learning how to edit, I did not want to hear them talk and ramble. I just wanted them to tell me what I needed to do to get it right. So boom. So whatever you are ready to open up your iMovie, you want to import your video from whatever file. If you're using your phone, you'll just click your library, and then your whole library show up, and you'll click whatever video you want to use. For my laptop, I'm going to go into my documents, and I'm going to import. I would import if I had something to import, but since I already have my video in my iMovie library, I don't need to import it. It's already there. So you would select whichever you would want to import, and then import it. It would then download into your iMovie library. So I have my intro in here, and then I have my actual video that I recorded. And then all you need to do is drop it down onto the timeline in order to add it. So let's say I'm going to delete this, and then I'm just going to add it back just by placing it in front of whatever. Because this is my intro, it will go before the actual video. I use like my intro to be 5 seconds so I don't waste too much of the viewer's time. Now, adding transitions here, it's pretty easy. As I said, I feel like iMovie is really basic and self-explanatory sometimes. So after you add your intro, or whatever the case may be, there will be like a little dash or line in between each clip that's supposed to have a transition or is split or is not within the same clip. So in order to do that, you're just gonna drag your transition, drop it in the middle. From there you go. And also this one, there you go. So in order to add audio, you're going to have to, of course, download whatever song or beat that you would like in your video to your computer and then import it into iMovie, same as you would when you're initially importing your video. Now, I don't have any of these songs currently downloaded, so it's not going to work. In order to add these audio to your video, you would just drag it by the name and add it to the bottom. That becomes your background music for you. But this is a sound effect, so I'm just gonna, and you can lower the volume of your audio. I'm pretty loud, so I usually make my audio a little low, but I also turn down myself as well up here in the actual clip that I'm in. I can also lower my voice. I'm usually very loud, so I'll usually put this down to 40 instead of 100. Now let's play so you guys can hear the sounds, see the transitions, and see everything. Okay, just like that. Now, say if you wanted to add some text to your video, you would just go to titles, select whichever one you want. You would place it, so you would just drag and place wherever you want in the video, wherever you want it to show up when you actually play it. And then you would just type whatever you want, or whatever is floats your boat for your video. And then, as you can see, once you're done, you would just play. It just pops up. Now, say if you want to split a clip in half, you would just right-click, two fingers, right-click. You could split it and all these other things. So I'm gonna split this clip, but I'm not gonna add a transition because I want it to go over smoothly. So say if if I said something that I didn't want everybody to hear, after I delete it out, it would appear like this. So so let me just do this. So I'm going to click R and just drag and my mouse pad, and that will appear. Whatever is inside of this yellow box, once you right click it, I usually use this to delete scenes that I don't want in my video. I would then delete it. As you can see, I deleted it in between that clip. There's a line here, so that a transition is going to go there. As I said, you would just pop, drag. Now, here I split the clip, I didn't delete it, so there is no need for me to put a transition there unless I want to. But if you're splitting a clip, you want the clip to, when you split the clip, it's just gonna go over smoothly without a transition. So it doesn't look like chopped, like it just doesn't chop to the next scene. It's smooth, as you can see. That was a little lag. As you can see, it went over, like you only seen the transition one time, even though these clips are split apart. Because I don't have a transition right there. I only have a transition right here. I'm really trying to get to the basics without a huge long video. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, if you want to add in memes or videos, to make your video more funny, you would just need to go to Safari, type in whatever you're looking for. Let's go to let's go to Happy Memes. I would then click this, right click, save image, save it to your downloads. Once you save it to your downloads, you would import it as we were importing everything else before. And then it would show down in your library. So I added this picture to my previous video. And you want to add it on top. Now that I have my video here, I don't want it to take up the whole screen like this. Right. And let's turn this off. So then what you want to do is change, it's in cutaway mode. It's already going to be here on this menu. And I'm going to go picture in a picture because that's how I want it to show up. I want you guys to all see me, but I also want you to see my meme at the same time. So I would put a picture in a picture, and of course, split screen is half and half, green screen. Oh wow, I've actually never used that. And then cutaway. It just takes up the whole screen. So picture in a picture is what I'm going for. And let's say it's not really cropped the way I want it. I'm then going to go to, go to crop, and keyburns is where it shows like the entire thing moving. Crop to fill is you're gonna crop it within this box. And then fit is just to make the whole thing fit. Crop to fill is like, you know, you do your own thing. So now that the video is added, you will now see it pop up like that and not in my whole screen. As you can see, my words are coming up. I really hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. I really didn't want to make this video long because, as I said, when I was learning all of this, I wanted people to get straight to the point. I don't want to hear you lollygagging or anything. I hope this video opened up some insight. As I said, this is just basic. I didn't really want to get into depth of things. But if you guys how I make my thumbnails, anything like that, don't be scared to leave a comment or inbox me on my socials, and I'll be glad to help. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, thanks for coming by, stopping to watch your girl. Again, don't forget, make sure you subscribe and you like, because you know you're coming back to see me again. Hey, but on a serious note, y'all, I'm out.